Juma.
Asemo. Ya ba ko ya nanim e won sem from afutuo ni adesrade called Yama Abata and Shefoni Alfosa, the woman, no more mountain, na wama wama, any ye or mine Ghana, yenta dear, any ye neane.
MPP, among your course, mobile your family, dear Bia, SCS Ghana, Mebuno, teach your mom, swear, dear, I'm a mobile school, no work it almost annual Juma, or Momatna Fiesta or Munia Jumaye.
NTP ka ni ade atifia gudwai ho na nwumre ya transe na yade pomokase chichiri ene pincha yemu ba biara yi amohwe na mutie yan ade efri nemu bia no ahye ne so asida chenchire asida kese bo se ba electricals ana yete manu kania papa odi aba ba jodi kofie wadwuma so de motels ado guest house ado miambia huduo nyina tanka ne apai a wo pede bo se ba nchen ene oso bomode na aba na wo ba ebegibie sanso a ena enei bronya ba bronya nkania ne ade nyina no ye ma obi ye was standing fan ba jo isu solar nti yedum kania akora won fa ho ceiling fan brand bi apa ebi nso ho standing fan so brand ado nyina bi ho second adapter switches outdoor electrical cables no pure copper hanom and CCTV cables ne cameras ne mapa dum PZ and the attack for denum sanso and aba boss ba plaza oipa any promise dani mu asro ne form nkania ne mapa wa ha get do ba nim hwe yesa won krabata number ne 0536 095966 eso na abefre 0536 095966 eso na abefre na ya na wabomoden 103p garlic mesha edupani bi wonum bi sa no ya kama papa ene sen ya immune system booster no ya dura wonyade ansa no anum esi nyade wakwan enti bomoden anu num bi na nipadua ntia po afei nyade wawo ya di kan wura nipadua num dada kora so no bomoden tu ase no nti se diabetes no ene pressure afei stroke ne asthma any prostitutes and some ade 3p garlic mesha garlic dry and kan suon kan ja tunum bia kwasi bromeka se natural state ye mfra mu fa som duro bia mfra mu a ye tunyarwa no ase 0248 928824 0248 928824 so ene wose wofre na ne dodo ogibie ba bia to ndo bia promise ba say wo ba ubenya bi ato wonum ene dodo ya aka ene ebo amanyumre yasi nkonya do hore ba kontem na yabom kase no edi efri bose badam brani apampamu Wofa Atta Frimpong ni metin enemi abia Maame
Nyarko KaseƐ boni ntremu ni
ensem ni ntremu se de sitia na abato commission abo moten ama woni a wonum etu franka ama amuluku awdo woni a wonum kokontenkro apre mampani akonwa afia bato mu woni nyina kwa akosia ewo Kempeski Hotel enkrampobre mantamu na ho na Maame Jane Mensa electoral commissioner ana say electoral commission chairperson wodi nsem atodwa no aka kire woni a epre ni nyina se adawroma obi anfa nse ni tirim na obi ankai sa ba ye kwa akoto no ene ye wo kwa ene ye wo be ye wadwen ye no akọ papa no abo aho ene sen wo kiremu a wo se aba no se ubedi ntwa ba bia ye gina to abakosi brumba ka se polling station ho ena wudi ntwo no ubedi nim so a eye polling station wonu a enti se omanfo no eto de maawo a eye polling station wonu to de maawo wo man to amawa eye wonu man to ama nya abato commission wonu strong room honum ena abedi ntwo no de afiri ana abedi nkonum de afiri nti waka kire onum se abato de saa nete ba bia ye to aba no eho da nim die eni ntwo die efiri ebanti obi anfa nsentirim na adawroma enti ase ne asomdie entumi enye adwuma ewo afi abato emu.
It is a well-known fact that elections are won or lost at the polling stations. It is at the polling stations that voters vote. It is at the polling stations that the votes are counted. It is at the polling stations that the results are documented on the pink sheets and signed by all the agents of the presidential candidates. And it is at the polling stations that the outcomes of the presidential election are announced. These are the results that will be collated at the constituency, regional and national collation centers. And it will be in the full view of the agents of the political parties who will go on to sign the various results declaration sheets. Indeed, these are the results that we at the Electoral Commission will declare and no other results. We therefore entreat our distinguished presidential candidates to accept the outcomes of the elections. That is the will of the people, which we will declare.
Na Maame Jane Mensa den semi ya tu dwa wie na procedure ko rimpi mo siedu ya oda wonum ano Dr. George Kufu Dampare wode sibatu dwa no chirim se National Election Task Force wonuma ye krado papa wetu nwa chene afama ya wonum bebo modin dia sumo man no sumpa ewo afi abato emu.
I want to, on behalf of my colleagues at the National Election Security Task Force, to give you this pledge. We are committed to ensure that we take our constitutional mandate of ensuring that there is peace, security, law, and order for the rest of the period of the election, the post-election period, and beyond. So that our beloved country, which is the only one that we can come in and out without a visa, will continue to be at peace with itself, because there is no place like home. And with this commitment, we want to let you know that we will not be, and I want to emphasize, we will not be the source or allow ourselves to be the source of any disturbances that will corrupt the peace that we cherish so much. And we also urge all the stakeholders to also play their part, so that they are also not the source or allow themselves to be the source of anything that disturbs the peace of this country.
Na ni nyina mu na womanga na temua for penny Chief Justice ya Maame Justice Gertrude araba esa abatoko no wode nsema todwa na wo chiremu se enei wonde ne woka nyina ne se wonum atemuafo atemu adwuma no eni ade wonum dwumadie nyina wonum so bebo mode kwane wo so mbo moden efa so na wonum eye ntotoye na woman no abato yi asumdue timi wie peyo nempo ye wie no obi so onte ne nwase na wode beba abedanse ni seni bia kuni Supreme Court a kwane won so befa so atena so aka nsem no eni ade wonum ahihye ni nyina ya ntawantawa ya beba abato no ni ade nyina so no wonum akrado say wonum behwe na wonum asiesie.
The judiciary has a standing elections management committee led by Supreme Court justices to prepare a one-stop compendium on the procedural rules that must be followed in the conduct of election-related disputes. Jurisprudence on principles and edicts established in Ghana's unique common law, and all relevant statutes that guide the process of elections. This compendium is referred to as the Elections Manual. Second, the Elections Management Committee and the Judicial Training Institute carry the responsibility of conducting orientation and in-depth training for all magistrates and judges across the country to ensure adequate preparation for adjudication of election-related disputes.
Enti wamanga na temua for penny ya Maame Justice Gertrude araba esa abatoko no ana yete nene.
Yaguswa Kempiski ene hyamude akoso asumdua pam ya manyokuo ahodro no mpanimfo mugina apre mampani di bre ewo meyafe abato aye beto ni mu ewo so no mo do mo nsa akohya ase na woni ekasa ase bi bre mo wieye no de wogina mu ama National Democratic Congress NDC amanyokuo John Dramani Mahama sebu se ejata no aha waba abato komisa abaso papa ese free abato yi ho hyehye ya ni ntutuye nyina no ase omo eni MPP NDC for de ombeka bia nanti ase wom ya che so maso so won so a abesi sabre enti waba won abaso e wo sa hyehye no mu na dwoma ma agina so esade to wone a wo maka ni nyina anim se osre obi e bonto a mo won kaka se betwitwi ne yonko na nkofa wo ye nani abufuo bia ama.
As citizens, we must recognize that our actions have consequences. While some verbal jousting is to be expected in our daily politicking, divisive language, hate speech, and inflammatory rhetoric that can incite violence should have no place. On our part, as political leaders, we must prioritize peace and unity in our campaigns, and avoid unsubstantiated allegations and focus on issue-based campaigning. We must compete on ideas and not on insults. To our security agencies, I commend you for your tireless efforts in maintaining law and order, and I urge you to remain impartial and professional in your duties, ensuring that all citizens can exercise their rights to vote without fear or intimidation. To our media practitioners, I encourage you to promote balanced and accurate reporting. I also wish to commend the Electoral Commission for the cooperation we have enjoyed so far, and it is my hope that all electoral officers will conduct themselves in a manner that is impartial and neutral in order to avoid any disputes.
Mampani dada John Dramani Mahama ya wonu etu franka ama NDC ama Nyarko na yete no na Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia enso se onu de wogidie pa ne arehemu se afia bato ne de bibia be ye bokọ asomdue mu kama.
Each time we head to the polls, we have passed the test. We have shown that it is possible to rise above our differences and unite for the sake of our country. As we head into the December 2024 polls, the 9th presidential election in Ghana, 9 days from today, I am certain of two outcomes. Ghana will win and peace will reign. We have been here before and can prove again that Ghana is a shining example of a resilient democracy.
And here, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia Alhaji, ya wonu su jina apre mampani di Brahma New Patriotic Party.
Yegusua na ene asumdue ti asepam ya woni a etu franka ama Nyarko ado ne woni a wojina kontenkore ape mampani di womanga na mu afiabato emu Maame Jane mensa bo moden ni wonum nyina akokodi asia Kimpiski Hotel mu nsam na yede esumi na eno na Dr. George Kufu Dampare ya oman posi dwumakuo no nyina woni rimpim osiedu ya wota wonum ano IGP wodi nsam to dwa no wotirim se National Election Security Task Force ya wonum edwumadie ene se woman no abato bambonsem oni badwaku ya wonum ehwe na wonum etoto ene ade woso onum aye krado pa na okiremu a ma adwadifo mu yam hihyi wo mu ene sai wo se eduru abato se ya woni ewodwo tira bia enwuma ewo mamu no ya na obi kokwa so akofa ne ma abampo a na osuro obi woni amaguni warehouse kora okoyi agusto to no ade wosuro ya koto aba yenim de besie maame ntwan ne ento abanwie afi di oba be adwuma kora nso won pese obebie ene ade no so ka tirom sa dawroma wo man no bibia ensi asomdue nko a ebeye boko abambofo de omu na besi fom prim no onum ahye wo man no asomdue wonum ebeje esi onti madwadifo emma hu bia emmo wonum na enyansunsuaso ewo wonum adwadie no ndwumadie so na wonum ene sumu akandifo awodo woni eka bie wom ene nananom akuhuduo nyina de ahia kontra pamu aye ntotoye ya adwadifo momoten na enhyehyeye ne anisuade hu ya wonum ewo ne niema wonum esusu konsibromaga se future projections wonum momoten a emfa nyina ngu akwan frise bibia ne wonum a ABC wo man abato.
Ghana industry, speaking on your behalf, said that he appreciated this innovation. It is simple. I did indicate to them at a big session. Now you can't do the same thing over and over again and expect a different result. In effect, you want mangoes, you have to keep planting oranges, and you're expecting that when the harvest comes, you'll be harvesting mangoes. It won't happen. So we decided to do a lot of soul searching and become better than we have been with all the previous elections put together. So we don't want to be better than the election last one, but we want to be better in terms of the security than all the elections in terms of how they succeeded in providing security put together. We want to be better than that. And that's the assurance we want to give. We We therefore want to tell you to relax. Make all your projections into the future. Because this democracy of ours has come to stay. And we will protect it with every fiber of our being for the sake of the generation. That is why our plan for this election and beyond, the blueprint we have developed for the first time in the history of this country, to mainstream election security into the totality of security arrangement and make election security a process and not an event. We have 30 years from now in mind. So it means that if you divide by 4 years, you will know how many elections will be conducted before probably that document is reviewed. So go out there and make all the big investment that will make a difference in the life of your employees, in the life of your communities, in the life of this country. And leave the election security for us and just play the part. The next point we also want to
Waman Ghana Fidinuma Wonum Kabum Kubatan Association of Ghana Industries Penny ya wada wonmano ya wojina we kura no guta fompo adwadefo Kubatan Ghana Union of Traders Association ai wonum so ekan bia na guta fo no ansa no mba bekasa no na Dr. Humphrey Ayim Dake eri akratu dwa ya wo chirimu se wonum industries no mfidi nyuma adawroma ni wonu hwehwe nyina ani se na bibia beko boko asumdue eno nko a na yehwe ni mu kwan.
Private sector, we want predictability in our operations, the security of our investment, both domestic and international, as well as continuity in the economic activities and also in the role of other stakeholders like the consumers, our employees, and other players in the country. So we welcome this innovation that the IGP and his team has introduced into our election cycle. We look forward to further engagement in terms of public-private dialogue with the security team to strengthen operations and give them leads where the need arises for the security of our country. To the extent of their preparation, we can give them a thumbs up. However, preparation precedes other related activities that can be situational, and your capacity to deploy and dismantle such situations that might not be called for, that could be disruptive, will be an issue of professionalism. And therefore, we pray that the team will be very proactive, as much as they've been very innovative, deploying professionalism in their activities. We asked a number of questions regarding the era of high tech and the use of AI and the use of fake and deep fake call the security to service. And therefore, once they are prepared on all this space, we believe they will leave a footprint that will make Ghana proud.
Afei adwadifo nkabom Kubatan Penny ya wada wonum ano president edema Ghana Union of Traders Association Guta Dr. Joseph Obeng and also ochire mu se adwadifo nso bebo modern pa na wonum any National Election Security Task Force ato KaseÄ aboa na wo man no asomdue yetumi abɔ.
Our coming here is to show that we are giving a signal of support, immense support to the security apparatus to deliver. And you know, it should not be seen that when there's an election, there's a complete void of security. It shouldn't be like that. So we came here to embolden the security and then also to encourage and then give them all the necessary support and even logistics, if it will help, to ensure that we have a peaceful election. You know, our properties are at stake. When there's an issue here, it's the business community who will be affected most. Our properties are immobile. We cannot move with them. And when there's a problem, it means that we all have to come together to support the security to deliver. Fortunately, the IGP is very innovative in his actions. He has been consulting us all from time to time, and this is one of such engagements. And so we want to send the signal to the Ghanaian populace, and especially our equal stakeholders, the politicians.
Dr. Joseph Obeng Guta Penny ya wada wonma no ne ati
wabontoa krokro bi webuakwa South constituency ewe proye mantam emu enam so ama Ghana mampani dada John ejekumu kofo kofidi ewuo akwa kasase na nsemu no ene wo se ba womia pa de ode ne toto woni ejina apenu ahye bedwa mampani di bra no ho de a ne nsusu ye ne hyehye ne totoye ne bibi a waye so ode beboa wo man ni mpumtuo no wode mufua nti wono a ena Ghana fo ma wani nkwa no ho no monto aba no emfama no
sa campaign ya wo say first time na ba platforms ani chebiase na was saying to we are saying nobody had money digitalization. But we are some manupania or the back and the back. Sadia no one or the back Namusumua. About what Rasso. Now, no children, let's make my wife as if they made the outsourcing. And now it's America. Maybe you have your own million in America. No one's only $1 you know. What one or the mobile boss one or the man abroad. Now you're living through $1 out again and now. There's a trauma. Nipa bebre preview. Bias on maybe. Mathieu. But your man no walk. When you have the man shell inside, na bed yesterday only Dr. Napo. Ya on the one basisha mino ama a pluma and the new crowd would answer. No be any room for you.
Mampagi dada ejekumu kofidi ewuo ene yetene no na Dr. Matiko poku prempe ya wono eyetuapemu ema alaji Mamadu Bawumia enso akasa no oche mu se Ghana fo mfa ne manto nsani ani no mo hwe NDC amamuo afi MPP free mampani kofo ba ekufo ado so nhye pa ne pa wo maye no no mo hu die pa eye papa ne ebo wo man ne daache no mo nto aba ne mfa MPP
ene da di kai President Kufo, one political platform, 2024 election. The MP before, you will be Papa catching Ghana for if you President Kufo so. And they do that, that's what you want to say. And do the best last of your check Ghana for say. So, what from our President Kufo, and the National Health Insurance buy, and the free maternal care buy, and the capitation grant buy, and the leave buy. And we have prohibited from middle income country ever. And then, on all party of Panya, Lamia Shano, or two are already ever for Ghana.
Auntie Dr. Matthew Boku Prempe and I yetene no na ma shebe dwani ya wo Buakwa South constituency honorable Samuel Atachia was obesre constituency no any electric no mo to aba no 7th December dura omo hwe de abambaben any NDC MP for ye no mo to abentia omo to MPP for mum na wo hye pa no mo wa adwempa mo man
and when you back me here back me say and no nyaya NDC enya majority ayen to aba enuti and MPP ye here majority MPs no aba Dr. Mahamadu Bawumia and Dr. Martin Boku Prempe na ehwan ye denye examo to aba also no mon kai mon yanso Dr. Kingsley Ajemai what aba no na mabuawo
Honorable Samuel Atachia Buakwa South MP ena yatenene
yenko yenanim na onumunyafo Alexander Fenyo Marking NPP sungoguru kwa manyuku anase domkuni mrase dwafie no ena ye wonum ba no tani kwasi brumbaka se majority leader na wose na Ghana mrase dwafie no kire se mrase dwafie mu achiame ne owura a banking sportsman babin papa no wadane Parliament House ne pes senso ne wallet yo wakatum puru wode ewura ne botom na ne ho kire no opesika de ato ade a no wayi sika afiri mu de ato de oto je ne sesahye mu a no asa aka atom ya abra wono wope na mrase odwafie no obie mra wope na watom ene sen na sentem apotwe kakra ya akoso mrase odwafie mu ya enei kowi akire yewura a banking for smanu baben o kire se mrase odwafie sei wonuma setra yetu aseda ya wonum enimbre mbekwa asetena biemu nano na majority leader ura Kingsford Alexander Fenyo Marking bo mountain na wone domkuni tro ye de koma Speaker of Parliament Yewura Baben say one frame rache bi dwafie no asetena na ensem bi wo no behia wo so no babeka wo asem ne ade no wura Baben say one frame na mfre china na rache dwafie beba asetena bi mu a ne ato afia ba no awie eno na wura Alexander Fenyoma kan say nyame anim ye Baben ya ne de wadane Parliament House ne pes ne hye ne bottom.
You remember we recall Parliament. Government did all that it had to do. We came in and he adjourned Parliament in a day. You remember that in June, without any provocation, we had government business to do. He said he had received a letter from Jubilee, and because of that, he read a statement virtually insulting the president, and after that, he gavelled and shut Parliament. I mean, you are in the media, you know all of these. So I don't want to talk about whether he would come European Parliament or not. I'll leave it to his own judgment. But I am saying that with all that we've experienced the last 4 years, never again. We shouldn't make that mistake again. MPP candidates should work hard. The thing is about hard work, determination, resilience, explain, and go for victory because momentum is on our side.
Wononya for Alexander Fenyoma Nene ana yeti BCCA.
Na abusuafo a wo ma de hye e hye konfa no kyara se gi mo kyere yo mo ko ye se e na akoye ya wade ya de ko ni fie de mo ko pe o mamu asie no na wo ma de da no aye ho ntutu ye ni mo ko ya asem kese ne se mo kyere adwuma ye fo so mo was strike na strike na ye indefinite date bia ni so enti ye de na jire ene se mo ko ba ni so mo se da ye nya adwuma emunsem omode to oba pa presi anim
me ba tanyini na awu fa se etwem ba bosumi ane ene ma bi se mbe heba bia ya neto nti me ba ye so efi ya kwata me duru ya na mate se jawo mo hwe ya musuma ya mo so mo ko strike ye bi di nkoma mo se o musika sem akatuantu mu ne ade o mo ne mpanifo na di nkomo but almost a few akonya ho a omo ntehwe e duru bra se twa se omo so tente sukoko ade kire nti nya de ombe kwa adwuma na mbisa se na se ma hu se bebre so aba abu bebre e wo so obi ani ho a wo yi wo mo ana fe obi wo ha obeyi na mu nyame ya adom a ochina ne bia wasie to omba ye ho nkrata omo nyina na sam ho obi aba yese omo nya adwuma to the media or how a woman is say titru media some baba media na nya hwe ne kura na ni se da foforo no baba behwe na omo ma prana ye bibia wi a omo na se ye nsomu ye nya ma wo mo e de ka foforo na aba enti yesra bai so ni mu bibi no ye ma omo ne be ya animani mi ya o minua e na free me na kanya me boa afia ebisim ne baba bi no yeso ye baba behwe se de ye nua panyin no e kasa ye no yebedru ye no said ye adedwa se omko strike omo nsem omo kanim na yitiawa omo se normal bibli koso wo ma we mu a omo nya so mfaso de titu omo kra ma eni afoforo di agro a eye nsem pi
yo we yo manfo bi no man ko mu ko yi omo funu e wo ma kyere ye wo konfa no kyegi yo omo ko ya eye samalefo no eso omo was strike omo ka twia ho ntumu bi omo pe ban ne nyama wo ntinya de omo be ya adwuma enne na chese hwehwe ya kita wo mo no omo ko basa na omo no ba paprisi edi nkomo na so ho no ma okọ public relations officer ana kompo kese a konfa no cha ba ya sabia no e kasa ejiji mo ru akwa Frimpong nchen eno no ekodi nkomo ya wo chemu se omo amu ni nyina mo cha adwuma yefo na air strike no na so omo guso ya jije se de be ya omo betumi asisi asem
and KaseÄ ye workers bi we from what no air strike because of nationwide striker association declare na regime say ekobase ya benefo wo continuous measures are and put in place say ya amanfo ehun chiro na ye medical director our that session na ye mochi unit na no woni omomochi head no Dr. Nodano no ni benefo bi hia mo put in place measures are in clients e ba hanmo eni be ye no mochiro no mo chiro wo disanhye no ye be gwa kwa mu na say ya amanfo enya how
it's not Friday be na be you mu akwa ye
obia also be na mu ko ye bia ne sabeka dia sade wesi bia no konforo mo che yentu mu dia so ma kosaka kwa asase ye wo hye ya ebe meje se ya ediku akwemu e make sure say obia de hye da ye hon opeso be fa ana opeso be mu bibi de e hye bi go no mu asan pa ko be twa be yesa.
Frimpong, you are a public relations officer. I work on Fanochi Teaching Hospital. And on your Bapa Priscilla, a dean come much for striker. Or more going to grow for you move from almost 1 year argument in Yadia Bay Yamono, the moon commonly binono.
Asemia, Maame asemo.
Ya kabi abebi awo baby. And that's why to be a new fruit in the ya and young word man now watching ya. The now I should be in the abaton.
Wow, asem na no odin.
Aban nye bibi na we dia aye.
No odin. We dia sra na dua akra konfa no chimpan fu.
Almost mo makra nkrofo ni omu ni ngomo. Anyway, because of much it is kakatri say the more no so dey. I was so dey the ma.
Asemo. Wow, asem ya di unti say ye no beye abra oni dafunu sie. Ana wutu ase. Ye musuo. Adofo e beba nso abaka obebo nyina abo awie nkonwan nnuane nyina mo ya awie nefie ne ye deda no ye nya body. Asem yanko yanim ano oten na era amajamfu apanfo de ya woye cheche ni pani ye headmistress ewo pesi jira chinim MA basic school ye no ewo Mina vimri manto em wona ekasai adesrade na afutuo no de ma abata dawro ma momoten na ye ma no ye ma wonum ehunu wo manga na nuane eye no mu pega na nuane afei Ghana ntade omu empane chefri se eye ekire wo manu abosu wo manu abose baabi aye kro ekire yamamre ene yamane ya fade na afei ekire ma yehunu yenchi firi na yewure emfiri ye ho ensemi yi wodi tudwa ebra suku mofra ye omu suku numu ene na cultural day na wonum eye enuane ahodo na wonum akire wo man no niema ye wo ntini suku mofra no nkrangetingiti no abi ebika ai konkonte ene yankate kwan ene yesi binum so banku ne nkuruma kwan pa bi nso pa body apesi apentuta ya kontomre papa bi na yede nwa chije ne apete so na ko bi da nchen ena wanum yodo ena dia me papa me favorite yesi ba ko bi yebi banchi apesi ni kontomre kai ha akro won di first nuane omunu aye binsu ya pineapple juice ani sobolo ni ne ka ho je se niema bebre na yenti Miss Amajemfu Apanford
ne culture na ye celebrate na amankwala na hu niema pi ye dressing eduane die mu die kaka menkwanka wofo efie ne die yenye te se banku na nkruma yanka kokonte yenwo fufuo yenye nuane yenyan ye duane yem promote yenyan ye nuane aye no ano ema enuro no kra eso nkwafo eta nuane we nyina nye nuane ese eti se ye ne enne kwa na se bi ka obo se ba ni timidi ma ni basku anopa sene se obo se obaba sku anopa no kita indomie wo rubber bag no wo mia no wo re rubber ni bi but se wo ma na duane bi a wawa no a wo fi ade begu adem na eba na di wo fie wo mo ntare hyem so no enne wo ma wo ba tare a ompe ntoma atare ompe kente free se de ohun ni nyina ye saa niama no ko anu wo hu etimesra wo fo se mama ye nto ya mamre ne ntwene
na suku mofra no ankasa nso ebi eka kakra yentie bi
mesia de oma mbofra ni yen ni so ade hu mama ya so ye hu osma we yen local food today akropensa afise kokontena katunkan na yen local drinks
yeah culture na mamre osanso se ye dressa oma ye chere ye Ghana yeah culture na kutunwa bwen na ye tutupan ya komye pi asanso we tuwa bwen me ya bempe ka mesere culture oye yenna nanu wana afada oye no chere na mamre no oboya ma sempre kubifi amana no waba busse boya no waso da ko no kunno waka chache no so wo da Ghana ya wari papa oye
enti na asuafo ni bia na cultural day onbo modern ye wo manga na anuane awodo fa wo man no yafade bie ene ana yete yi
Chokwasi Traditional Council yo mo wa Asante Manchamu ya na Kwasi Isa eda wo mano wo makwedi nhyiamu bi na Central Mosque ya eno wa Asanwase wa Sokore Mampon mensi mu Asante Manchamu ye na Kwasi Isa eno ode chokwasifo no se atraba Ghana nyina enim se obesre asomdwe de yo enu ntino bi anhwe se obebo asomdwe aye won ho ban watimi wakame ne niema ede ntokwa bani nyina we ya bomakutia ne ne ka ho no munyi mfiri ho ena abato emu so bia nhwetitu mabu so woma ne ho kwan e ma manwofo me fo mo nkwa ya urukade ene niema ensem fatanse wo man no asomdwe
asumdwe kane asumdwe nipa na yenwa adwuma se se me wo hene de kasache Ghana man nyina se matwesem de abato na nya box e chemadwen wo de ba ko no si de ba ko na nkan na hu de wodi Canada ma no se Ghana fo nyina se me serem ekoto yego fo me se obia mbo asumdwe wo ban asumdwe Ghana e Ghana ba ko pe ni Ghana minu akakaka na ekoto aba obia nhwe no nsu yi o ye mecho a na ofi se obi bia so obia nhwe no tutu mbabunu o ye be ma bebe kuja ana omo odin koda e kworo se akwaru na mbebi a eto aba okokunya na odin na ase o ya brancha bon ban e ma amanyo ni bia mededeodiska ka bedede to aba no ye ko hu ihwe hu su yi okache fo ko fa ni ba o mam brancha on fa mo mam ba on ko fa mo on ko kuntokwa e be bodi na egbo mu din obi ahwe no yi aka kra bi na ekoto aba mi sre obi bia tutu na me ko chere kwani omo ajan ya chokosifo e fi aba na ekwakoto enya ntokwa omo hwe yi wo ho so ma fa ntokwa o ka wasam se nyipa na e be ba na adu no to aba ma empese e be ti se mbe bi de atwe ma esikire kwani omo bo ma no
Chokwasi hene na Kwasi Isa ene ne yete ye no na Owura Abdullahi Mohammed oyezongo he won pasati atwoma mponua mansimu ene ono so se obesa manyofo ese niema omoye ade ntokwa beba kasa twitwiri akutia ehuro ene niema etete sa no munyi nakwa ye nyina ye mo ama oman Ghana so ndwi ho ban
abato FNZ from 92 back to 2024 tira wadene asudwe enye dokoto asudwe ye adwuma ye tete mantem bia ye wa assembly man ye unit committee ye wo dukuru anase nana ansa na bebo ba abeto o man hene otunfo ana o chehene ana ya na ye asudwe ankasa bi ye tamemu nya me hwe se amanyofo mefa yenkoa tete wo dibra wo ya bushapanyi kwa na wo hwe wo die so kakra na wo betuna ye no asudwe no betumi ahihye no fi
Nana Abdullahi Mohammed oyezongo he won pasati atwoma mponua mansim ene yate ne no odikuro wo fumesa ye wo search afam place district Nana Zakari Adam oso wo bese electoral commission say wo ma bibia na mo ho fine ene ene ma ne demu fine a obi ni anu ye bia ese obekasa etwitwiri
ya mesra electoral commission say yes ni DM so ma na dwumadi a wodi no aye pepeye no kredie ene pepeye aye adwuma ewo abato aye batui esanse amanfa reji concern bebre edify electoral commission mraso se wo so dan ho adi se o electoral shedwumoku a ogina ho prekope edema o man mu ni nyina ne mu no nyina ho ma manyoku
Nana Zakari Adamu odikuro wo fumesa ye wo search afam place mesimu wo Asante Mansam ewo
Yeguso Yatwa KaseƐ Promise 102.7 Promise Television and so eso ana yede eso mukumasi adum boje badambrani num na yefri iya yeba na anta to ye mensi na bankra chepani ya wodo manfo no ano ho no tua bampani ane ononya fo John Ejare na KaseƐ no wose kwambia so NPP sunguguru kwa manyuku no uma bato empesu ya ne so mrase bedwa akonwa no NPP fo be se anwibiem wose NPP fo be fa ene sen wo kiremu a senti a wo kasa no puntunuma do ya akoso pa wo aban wei ene NPP amamuo abreso no kire se wo manfo no NPP ene aban wei ni onuma diniye enu nti akonwa no NPP se fata se wonum esan efatena so biem ene o kirim se ne onuma kwa na atete apansam ne ade nyina da nyankropon atom drip eba yi video no de adwadwa akwan so abato mpasuan so amane omanfo ha wonum e wa akoba di manu nti NPP mpuntunma bebrebe nti wonum besan afa akonya no biem.
Hunter West, or your seat now, or the MPs, by hook or crook, you're maintaining your seat. Yareka, ma ubiarati, thereby hook or crook, Hunter West, you be maintaining your seat. Ejumadzina and Nadu Danko Akufado, on Yoruba, Umiawa Ben or Hunter West. Ejumadzina MPP, Hunter West, in paying for me candidate, Kudukum Kahon, me candidate Kahon, Yaben or Hunter West. There's no way a Hunter West for busy Rambo. The media were from a Mamaka, I saw no Hawaiian Pan, Hunter West only an aquan. Apart from there, an aquan. Some and NDC when you send me Hunter West. But I know a big challenge on in Aquan because in Aquan is now 100 West, no 264 kilometers.
Yo, abai krache penny ununya for John Ejare. A hunter toye mensinim nene ani atibi.
Yademo kwani Patriotic Party MPP amanyo kuono entwa bo ahodro ebimona. Omoni nsantwofo edi nhyiamu ewo mo headquarters ya wa Flam Down ya eno ewo enkrapumpuni mantam emu ena National Communications Director Emmanuel Patriotic Party eye Richard Ahiagba ne nsabo odi atudwa ne se MPP aban ya Dr. Mamadu Bawumia ene na po edi animu no ena de abefo kwan so na wiase nyina abaye akura baako enti omonam global digital economy ho ebe ya hyehyɛ ya momani sikasam atumi atumpo pa eyi ena wasa kyerɛ mu ade abesi sɛ omia ban no ebe biebie nwuma ni nyina abɛyɛ sɛ wawode wadwen esai bibi na abekɔ no so kita nsa no dwuma ebe boa ama maburu enya bi aye.
Omia plans to integrate technology education into the free SHS curriculum. Omia plans to prepare students for the digital economy. This plan underscores his vision of preparing the Ghanaian youth for the demand of the global digital economy. Mohammed's tenure, ladies and gentlemen, lacked similar forward-looking educational reforms, leaving significant gaps in technological adoption and skill development in our system. Entrepreneurship training, establishing skill-building programs for the youth to foster innovation and create sustainable jobs.
Oruwa Richard Ahiagba ene ne ete ya na so hono ma wo se ba wo mi aban ebe ye hyehyɛ ya kyesa abefo kwan so ne ade be yeku adwuma ni aboku adwuma ho ban emanuane asodoso ya edemfa so bebre bebre wo man no.
13 agricultural policies for development. Dr. Bawumia envisions a modernized agricultural sector to improve food security and rural livelihood. Expansion of irrigation infrastructure. Building large-scale irrigation projects to support all-year farming. Bawumia administration will invest massively in irrigation expansion programs to manage and rehabilitate existing systems and improve access to mechanized farming, implement mechanized farming to boost productivity and promote commercial farming in Ghana.
Oruwa Richard Ahiagba wo National Communications Director Emmanuel Patriotic Party.
Na sanswa na doma fimfiri abato mbesi aso ndisi amanyoku wonum kita onde eku eba baako ya onsia wona ekase no chirim se NPP su okuru amanyoku no se yeto abawie no onum di ntwo na NDC ba NDC aban ya mampenda da John Dramani mama edi onu beba bebu man no enwumasua behia wonum pa eno se ni ebedi adanse anase ade baako mbeye enwumasuam ne se na esuku mofra bemma wonum teburu eni nkonwa ya wo betena so de asua ade bebre pa ewo wo man mu wo se enkonko ba se aban no wobeba no ababa sam adan suku adan de aguo bebre abra won fa nkonwa eni apono ya mofra betena so no nmasua ade enwumu na mofra ne kwa ya futiteta fom sem kotere ne ade wo se da bi NDC bebo moten na wamma suku mofra tables ne nkonwa bebrom de besua ade
nmasua oman bia fapem f bane development ana se ne nkan kra ade ehia pa oman bia ne nipa bia wasetenam onkan kro no wanim kro no nmasua ehia enti ye NDC ba nmasua emfa ni agro ade e fre ne get fund ebe so Ghana nmasua sene pa mane gina brane get fund NDC ne de bai enti nya dan ko esi adan you ya sense the policies are very important eka ho e de boa ma ngumasua etumpompa now ni aya twam no de ebe ya to so nyame adma 2025 eko abra Ghana for my the mandate ene de ambe boboso e wo ngumasua side no kwasem a obi ndimi nyi ho akinye ne se ye wo ade e fe no furniture deficit yes school adan no a school for eko but a school for no nyangonwa entena so how a challenge and the NDC for ye hu and the policy ne ba ko no se ye ba ye be make sure say ngonwa e wo se de mankura ntena so na be feel comfortable ngonwa e ho asem ye be hwe a provide amakura bia nya bia tena so na
afei wo se nyame ya adoma double track enkura de NDC for atwe ho se kan ba no de ato da wonum nya din kunum abato wonum wie pe double track umbetwam se tin
double track that's all NDC assign aka apology say sa how no ababeto ho a ene Ghana for yangra echo school red gold green to say traffic light no yaba ye be ye afro outright na ye nyina so no say Ghana for mu dia dance say eba school infrastructure obi ani obetimi amachi John Dramani Mahama at least from 2012 to 2016 na ye be kono ye started 120 e-blocks ye timi completed 46 anas ne Akufo-Addo and Akufo-Addo administration nkura no yusu and ye just say yaba ye be ye dia aka no ato so complete all blocks asisi mono so that ngwana be ko traffic light school no ye be ye firi hokra
ya unsia kasama NDC amanyoku do man fifiri abato mpesua ne so ana nwumre yi ninsem bi ye dia so mu
yada so obono mantam no emu na Brekum constituency Brekum ye po ye fanim na shebedwane ye Honorable Nelson Kwaku Kyereme Ena wadi sembi atudwane samni nya ya drip ya district road improvement program ya mfidia ya di ya kwanya mampani di ba na anu ya no ho samni ho nkuntabu ensam na one omanfo che enu wo che mesese MPP side nkunimu bi ma ekwan bi wo Brekum constituency ka betumi afaso amana yeye ene se omo baye enu nti na drip nhyehyeye no omo di aba no nti omanfo mo maninyi na Nado Akufo-Addo ne nhyehyeye a wo ye ho ya Ghana mampanyini no munya so nto aba no ema ba womia na empumtuo party to fa akwan ye wo de Brekum East de omo be fa no kwa
mindbo se de bia ye kase aban a otiso ye MPP aban on na committee no say obebo ma Brekum akwan nyina aye accessible and more trouble ye kan ye anu ne de takeke so what drip machine said dia by di emantamu ne kronkito mu akwan a yakwan aka nyina principal rules Brekum na aban di ama contract under 3 different contractors we one sign hydro A2 and a Joe shop or handle ye asphalt overlay enti minia ya se papa edma Brekum for akwan abeye dadwene ye koda na no the bia o se kodi de o se nyina nyame ado yetimi aye amene contractor site or ye
Honorable Kwaku Kyereme mashebedwane wo Brekum East constituency ene yate ne na abankra chepani ya wono wo Brekum municipal assembly Honorable Kofi Agye na wono se drip ne de ababu ekwan bebre ho no ma se so watimi asiesi akotwitwa so kama
unyame enam so wo muso e de eboa Brekum mai bonoma ene Ghana mai nyina makanisa no so sene obi no ko the drip machines in buy a dear yina, ye near Jehu, ye dear Nijano Sibo Naji. And by for years on a cowsy and so can he and 5 Tibrasi. Dinner say a day a machines no year juma. Names a mons and trophy, Mina Mobitia dance a buying, you go swear the year juma. Na say senior, a se a fata, a piano, you go swear a year juma no kitty. Inti ubisana sana tie
Honorable Kofi Agye na yetene ka abaka chepani ye wo Brekum municipal assembly na Honorable Samuel Jima urban roads engineer wo Brekum East wakasai na ne baso bode ne nsem nyina no drip afidie no dwuma edi ho nsem no waka
ni anoma omkutaka no na omo se machine no for purpose inti the machine by no ombehwe na yetimi omatimi achieve goals because ye mantem na ebebo amatima mfo no so omani age se bi omutua tax kra no ho se e bi tax ayetua no yenso abane ye nyuma bi ye den e de mayenti onipa ne tua tax kra enye den ha no ana areas bi so ma hu se o ma start aye bumping e wo ho ti message amanfo enye den enyai wo mo ana museum e kwan na mamu ne ye bi hunu bi aye bompia inse of a assembly na ka wa basically for permission no asisa na tie egukwan ebeti makoso accident in the message so mo nyai na
Oro Samuel Jima urban race engineer Obekum East mensin no emu
yo na NDC amanyoku ba ya wonum edine kwa abato mu dom apo ye abato mbesuan so bunu mantemu ononyafo rahe usuwa ene wabo moten ama janabia ya wonu ade botom sika na aye wabia no ede ama ye asuafo ya wonum ewo kiremasu SDA primary JHS na nensemu ena odi tudwa no kiremu se mofra no ehaw se wonu benya ba bia yo ho ye bro mu osukuu mu eba beto no anim ebra afimpinu ne aduo no 2020 na wobo entoa na woni na mpotam honum na no ena ofa edito no so so obemo moden na watumi aboa na waye bi ate se de abo no anu nti woni awofo ene akyerkyerefo nkabomku Parents Teacher Association PTA ena wonum ekabomu a wonum aye adefefese na yentie nensem
Yeah, we have 2020 Mijina as parliamentary candidate or NDC dinim. To me born to a BPA as the Asafonum. I'm about the 2 many say school no here school done. Nefe Janambia. Na no kwase ni menyanko parliament here. Maboso mu yedru bebere sa. Bisa kakra de kutane no na me chema ankra ne dodo na be ba menche ne ebepe emwa. Ti me shebe bo se Janambia no de me nsabetim apaja. De sha asese tu wana mono. Ema PT for ebedi
na ni nyina mu oru afosu Johnson ya ochira de ochiremasu DA primary and JHS onum bi ani sonsem ya wode eto edwa ebra na wode onyafo rahe usua abomoten na eni nyame adomo dum aba be agya na bia no de amasuafo ne akyerkyerefo yentie
ye de aseda be manyame afi so ye de aseda ebema ye maame Rahel ne abusuafo se aba be adoye kese sei kwase ne se ye ni so de omo aya amaye mpa firi se ye betumi de yensa asiebo aka se enya agyanambia ebeboa ye mofra na emma omuntumi endwendwane enkofie enti ye fasa kwanya iso adamu ase afi so awofo a osa ase a ye maame ebesom no yeda
enti na oru afosu Johnson onso eni sonsem ye odi tudwa enno
ya kwa homa so ni Reverend Collins Ofibonsu Councillor Bonsu no principal Purpose Discovery Foundation PDF College ya ewo edumo no na Holy Calling Ministry where founder and leader na yankomo no na watwetwa mu nkomo ani yedie efase obi a ewose unya yonko na obi a do ho beto no so efa yonko fa eho ebi tumi boa ema ewie ye bi so hono ma chese de obekwa amane eni esema kwan ben so na aba hyada hyehye edi afa ayonko a ubenya de ye papa na aboa wumpumtuo ne wonko so Reverend Majue Reverend Collins Bonsu, good evening. Abusuafo wonye ma ya wonto mu ye die Medpoint Pharmacy Limited omo the officist aba adwaman so na we no health supplement emma omo the alloy cinnamon amino acid ne vitamins minerals ahodo ni nyina ebi ewo mu a wono ma eboa pa ema ovulation kosu ato ehunsem ewiye peye esiesie wafichi komu wo hawo nyina afichi komu problem bia wo mu bia de nonum bi ena abekro no wan so no etimi boa ma ema wo hormones so no etimi balance kama na boost libido but nyatenka papa enso so ewo mpem aka ho enti yakamfoma obi ya se officist ya Medpoint Pharmacy Limited edi abano officist no ema munko bebi nto na ye modro so nko ema wo baaye no etimi awie peye pa wo ko Medpoint Pharmacy Limited da omo wo Santasi bebu plot 70 block B Santasi bebu na wono wedding kitawa na afre 0596 607858 0596 607858 and 0500 210133 WhatsApp 0596 60 78 58 so Food and Drugs Authority and sa share offices for Edru and our Monkaibon ase. Yeah, there's a Reverend Homan Atutoma. Reverend Collins Bonsu, good evening.
Good evening.
I'll probably to say. Now, what you trouble no said you're not young common, ye dear no say, yes, say, and nipper be an ubenya young quo. Now, young corner go my dress over to me and your papa. Ya obebo ma watum po wa bra bom wonya besummu wa de nyinaamu obi so wazo akoto bekum ba pa obekum obebra wase ama wako woseyi mu na kwan be so na strategically broni beka no obetumi aye hyehye na wo de nya adamfo de woye papa
me das Maame Nyarko arefo nyina na promise and promise radio 102.7 esa de afia na kon wakano and the question they say between and then Crofania Yonkofa, it didn't kind. You must be intentional and now you must be deliberate. As I was said, who said everybody needs somebody. That's once a Unipabia in Yanko. It is a new area. With me, I catch the Ukun, with me, I catch the way. With me, I catch them Crofania. If you don't need me, I need you. The who hear me, I mean, now. And only are there about one in Kaya. As you are, as you sentence on. I feel query. And near my who do I see the Gua Quamu? Now, yet the Etotonia Mamma, I feel every year mine. Now, as a full frost, and I made the chair no deal 2025. And near my who do I see the Gua Quamu? And Nona, there can watch and building strategic relationship for your personal growth and success. Exactly. Ayonkofa and Ebema when you Ankran na finso wedding kunim. They say for phone. Nehe. Nkrofo a or moye wayonko and after the contacts you have. Wa sesen. Na maybe on the question they say. Is it nipa bia one century ni adamfo. Na asem to a ofre na wa nanso ama. We hear medical doctor adamfo na eja eba aya sa hu nimdie ene akwantre o de ama. We hear osofo yonko na eja spiritual empowerment and so the amount. That's it. We hear kwiani adamfo we twa na fu mu no baya wo ma bia di. That's it. We hear obia. We hear teacher ni. We hear Gadini. Messi American say, as I said, na open and for here Mason, we hear carpenter ni, we hear tailor ni, I'll be Pamwata the amount. As I say, you nipa ni dia, but a nipa who do na and I say you must classify your relationship with others in 4 categories. As you need divine connectors, you need gifted men, you need men of influence, and you need burden bearers. And the Maame Nyarko quickly. As your friend could be divine connectors. So now let's go on say a way a divine connector, we a burden bearer. Now divine connector, no mind. As you will be and our young Crawford, or more cow, our young Kufem. One more dear, let your moon to me, woman is to come to the Bow, woman in the Bow. Now, they want me on the fact they can connect you to someone who can help you. And me pato, our phone classify. The only will be one not going to be more, but yeah, all family, wait my catches in the Mercy. Who friend, I know about. How many a form of divine connectors. And you may, what's a senator and Nebia, a radi, who mobile no malby. That's your toss you need men of influence, men who can use their good reputation, track record, goodwill to help you. And go for one more bravo, a papa. The mafia, a lover of papa, as my old no, the Dico baby. Now, bravo, and then the sugar and pa, and then I do. Yes, the dimpa, the daffy. And then be a quiet amount. And then the first say, men of influence or fast no threat. Jubilee House abuse na ene make kabum. Ah, na how na ka tell say passport e take time na saka. When you say better na passport a day. You need men of influence. And you need gifted men. Uncle for so papa. If you can't gifted men in your life, they are men who produce results. If you say, Emma, you know, a man, a member of some problem. Sometimes you see, Emma, a member of Musican, and then correct. It can be a map, but Emma, a member of some problem. Of our Tamus of Atta, a Jamaican boy. Emma, a young crofwa, almost all problem, a man. When you pay the fat, why you will phone, never, elephant, and crofwa, they help you be productive. If you go on, when you're not contented, there's an hoa. You need gifted men. I'm not a medical one. Gifted men is a medical doctor. You need taxi driver. Maybe you say, only car. We have taxi driver be a damn for. Why are reliable? And the last people you need in your life that you must build strategic relationship around, they are burden bearers. If you are Crawford Martin, you know, and Crawford here.
Obefa wa de so aso amo.
Yes, burden bearers. Once I would be yes when this is a very clearly. A more than the also by Amwa. Well, Abamu Kray, but our down for it. What is it? Ubet to me. Wabamu were no Kipu out or a Joe out. Ubet to me. Ubet to me, burden bearers. It might be only as a contact of 50 people on your phone. Classify them. Gifted men. Men of influence, divine connectors, and burden bearers. But yeah, not Yanshan so also do have make your own yes come out. Now, whoever would that our real Kanya and Kabe die as was in baby. And so our crown I prove them most of the time, what's the sound who could be in the sound for face, and I feel quite maybe 2025. Now contact your Munibia, meaning say. That's why I'm saying ability never and go for Frana. And will be our contact so no. As we are under of the 4 categories. 1, men of influence. What the Subampa, the being part of Yabuao. 2, divine connectors. One of the enemy, he cannot help you, but he can connect you to someone who can help you. And then, gifted men. If you move, they make you productive and burden bearers.
Gifted. Influence, divine connectors, gifted men, and a burden bearers.
Burden bearers.
Okay.
And once I say, oh, 50 or 4, so I'll classify. Will be a one, a move, and 9 be on the deleting a number. Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's you. The said Councillor Bonsu was a professional psychologist. Ghana Psychology Council for Abon about to put the Guni Kumo the TV no so no.
Congrats. It's a fatal. It's a fatal. Papa.
Bonsu. You teach him why?
Congrats.
Also, men of influence,
men and women of influence.
Also, you have always believed in our.
Yes.
Burden bearer.
You
are come out and job.
Major so I go see you.
More of a spiritual man. The same message. Only say now if you win, not 4 categories. When you want friend, I can't say him for now. Well, never have one for now. Now, Honto.
And yet, the other Canadian, I may add my question. The flower, you would so be back. Aye, your word, you. I was for Reverend Collins Bonsu, Purpose Discovery Foundation, or your principal, and one wire founder and leader, Holy Calling Ministry, and Yaten and
Korea must say, Korea so burden loader.
Nene on kan on your bello do.
Badi loader. Obismo
Also once.
Enzo ochigumu. Hey, yanko yanimwe na yawiana yenda basemra ne akwa manone won. Yenda ye homra. Yenda ye homra ne yankwa manone. Yo na amanone grofo ama hodo so ya yedemu ejiremu Israel ene Gaza nsensem ne ade Hamas etiate dom ya Israel abomodin aso wonum eso no na aka bia mane Gaza ene Lebanon num nyina de ho tetete ne ade sei Israel ma no kiremu a wonum etu wonum aniese Gaza potem wonum omanfo atena ye efia hodo na afi aban atena ya hodo no akwesi rebeka se residential buildings ni public facilities any infrastructures inti se aban nwumakum ni ade na Israel fo ni abre papa mu ngirim se onum yesom kono bokoboko na yama tutrafo no trim ayi wonum ete nti se wonum emiamu pa ya se de ahumabro eni ho edima obi biara nti eni atopa ye no no anso obujagum se ya ne se o TV ni so no timi ho se adan no atopa ye dwuregu abrosan nanso onum ayam no ne adeadea na ya wada no pai kura amanbo kiremu ese Israel fo drone ya hundinam yemu ede ko akon no ne nya gro kura tememfo ye wo Palestine apotamo mwakwa ko jagu yahudu bia mo manfo mbizese o madane etukotena fo ba bia o metena abobra ayeden ede amon mo batoa de akompo tukotena fo atena ye refugee camp nyinada Israel fo atu onum ani ede esi honum
Yadamo eye Uganda na mania yensa kan afri Uganda ne so omukro ye bulambuli ya hodo mo de wo de kwa omukro pon Kampala mo shada nwapi de be so no be don firi num bi de na che so firi nkran kuma se kwa nkran yemfa ne sa ba bi sa osu fra meja mpantrudu ato na ensu ni to ato ama abotan eyi ya tache ensu ehunu gum ene ne keka wonya nipa dunum ahwe wo mo nkwa ama foforo bebro wo ha ena eprepra aprosi for nsama omo kan ze nipa dunum na chi no afoforo eprepra ne be wo ha ni dumi ensa kra na abeka ho ya eye nkurase makoma kunsia ena sa ensem wei asie na kwaya rehosam pa ewo oman ni mu ama Red Cross fo ejamu so omuguso a ehwe so mbetimi ayi nipa dodo na bi oma memem akochecha ateche ni bi mu ene ne keka ho no na eno no omusuo sa wanhwa na nipa ni bi aka ho nto omusuo sa anya hwekure bi a na nipa pa di asabi die sa ampacham ho no na omawu ewo ho
ya reho eso na ye jina de kase atorenchem ye jina de kase esi ne ka o se nyame aduma kina ajebu anya ba beduru wetin pa bo mega watch night no nyame aduma kina na baso nti sabre kuro nyina na wayire promise ani mu hadum ne ehuru papa ampa ya ebedwa afene ko na wie ye se bra na we shemu etwato ye nko nyame ani metira asem ye se oh Lord arise Ewurade sore se Ewurade sore ayatamfo nyina beba ahwete woni empese be kon kan ye bedi nu abrabo ne asetenem ya woni edi asie Psalm 68 verses 1 nyum wadi osia nwotwe mu ba ko ene ani nyame tentam se won sore ya ne ye hawo ne ye koda nem na afi o man no afi yabato Ewurade nsore ema Ghana atamfo monhwete amamofo ye o man wa adwen se o mbeso mu se o man no ye ne Ewurade edi asie nyame adom akire nti fa ha no amane okoda na bra ma ye mompa ye wo yire pane promise asofo nyina da ana adwumadi esi wonum na so na ampa ye bedwa nonkron anadwo nonkron 9 pm ene ye be shase ye watch night ba bia be fra ba bia ye be pon me da no pa no num ti obetimi anya ka kwakuja si wase obetonyom mebe loche so beba fe Patrick insurance beba ye fancy band ene adwontofo bebre di ya bra na wo pempa ya bo pa dia wa woni mpete mpa ebo mpa ye ya ye bo we ye watch night nti kina ye hwe wanim
abisuafo KaseƐ na si mano odro kwori a che the time na asem Jimmy Cliff executive producer ye ne obapa Priscilla ene ba studio afi adusi pokua wo 7 room woni achi enso ebo ye DJ Mo ebebo a studio mosomfo enwumre ye me Maame Nyarko papa bi me ne mebra
Wofa Atta Frimpong ya damasi ama moniti ni hwe so akoi na sofo riches e de nwom etwa moso